It's your boy King Mar sitting in for my homie, brother, Lord Self on this self-love segment. We got a special guest. Family. Cuz said, yo, y'all doing the podcast. I got something to say. You know what I'm saying? A legend in Philly at home. You know, Ant. What's happening, man?
Chilling.
Talking to Mike,
Chill
brother.
mode.
Talking to Mike. You
Always
chill
on
mode.
chill mode, you know, chilling.
Okay. All right. Well, you got some stuff you want to get off your chest, man. Let's do it.
Really not too much. You know. I love Philly. You know, can't get away from Philly.
Okay.
You know, there's a bunch of crazy stuff going on out here, but other than that, I love it.
Okay.
I mean,
We're glad to have you, man. Talk to us about Philly, man. Let's talk about home.
Little Philly. Got a lot of crazy young boys out here, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Other than that, Philly is love, man. Listen. It's just love. You know, that's all it is, love. Philly, yeah. I mean, if you come from Philly, you know what I'm talking about. You know, at the end of the day, like, Philly just love, man.
And we North Philly, right?
North Philly.
Okay.
North Philly. But you know, I know a lot of people all over Philly, like Southwest, West Philly, South Philly, West Oak Lane, Germantown, like, you know what I mean, I know a lot of people all over, you know, from playing sports and all that.
All right. So let's run that since we on that. Let's run that. All right. Let's talk about growing up in Philly.
Man, I grew up in a lot of neighborhoods, but I actually grew up around Tulsa, Susquehanna.
Uh-huh.
You know, crazy neighborhood.
Right.
Everybody love it. You know, but there's a lot growing up around there. I had to fight. I had to get into a lot of stuff, you know, but I wound up playing sports and all that, basketball, football, whatever sports that, you know, made me happy.
Man,
Football was one of them, though.
what school was that?
It wasn't no school. I played Little League, played for the Blackhawks right there on, what's that, 12th and CCB Moore.
Okay.
Well, they did now, but back when I played, they was like on 15th and Birch back then.
Okay.
You know, turf and all that, you know what I mean? But we opened up that field on Cambria or whatever. I mean, on CCB Moore.
Okay.
I mean, went over there, played, turned it up, touchdown, running people over, all that.
Dropping numbers.
All that. 2-3 touchdowns a game, all that. I met a lot of people playing sports too, though.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people. That's why I said I know people from all over Philly from playing sports and know a lot of other stuff too, though. But, you know, a lot from sports, though.
So what growing up sports, being in Philly, like, how did that make you into the person that you is today? Like, we gonna get heavy. This is a segment, self-love, but we gonna get heavy. I'm just, you know what I mean?
Growing up with Philly sports, I mean, growing up without having, I'm going to put it to you like this, growing up without having my pop, I had a coach back then named Var, Fat Var. If anybody know who, a lot of people know him talking, especially from North, around where I grew up at. A lot of people know who Var was.
And rest in peace, Uncle
So
Ant.
Var, no, he's still alive.
No, I'm talking about Uncle Ant. You said your
I thought you said rest in peace to Var.
No,
But Var, man, he was a good coach, man. He is a good coach. You know what I mean? He taught us a lot. Everybody that played with us, me and my other brothers too, he taught us a lot growing up, bro. Like, he taught us discipline. He taught us a lot. A lot that I ain't get from my mom raising me and all that. You know what I mean? So when it came to like coming up in life as a man, like a lot of stuff, some stuff, I ain't gonna say a lot. Some stuff I took from him. You know what I mean? From him teaching me like trying to be more of a leader, trying to be more disciplined, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? He was a good boy at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? He should have got appreciated more than he did. I mean, because a lot of people ain't show him a lot of appreciation that he should have got. He should have got a lot more appreciation than he did as a coach, because he showed a lot of love to a lot of players. There's a lot of players that should have showed him love. That's out there where they at now in life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but yeah, other than that,
Do you think that's like what's missing like today for these young boys that's out here?
What is it?
You know what I'm saying?
A coach like VAR, like, I'm gonna put you like this. We was somewhat like these young boys out here now. We was out there on the streets. We wasn't out there doing what they doing, like the gang and the killing and all that. But we was out there doing all the extra stuff. Like, we was out there, smoking a little weed.
Right.
Just trying to get in the nut stuff. And he was always the one that came and just like, yo, come on, man. Y'all playing in this league. Come on, y'all gonna do this, y'all gonna do that. Summer, winter, he was doing it all the time.
Reminding you that you got responsibility.
Yeah, he was
teaching you how to be a man
all the time. He the reason that we didn't turn into like real, like out of pocket, like young boys, because we could have, before we even played sports, we could have turned out to somebody we wasn't. Mm-hmm. But he stopped that at the age we was at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just that when we stopped playing ball and like, as you get like the 17, 18 and all, you think you grown at the end of the day. So we wasn't trying to hear nothing he was saying no more. So, he ain't out pop, he ain't out cousin, he ain't out uncle, he ain't none of that.
Right.
So all we gonna do is keep it moving. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So, he stepped off and let us go ahead and do what we do, and he went off to the next young bulls.
Man.
You know what I mean?
So that's really what's being missed out here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of that being missed out here in Philly, man. That's why all these young boys, and there's a lot of young boys out here that's nice in sports.
Right.
And they ain't got no old heads.
Right.
That can tell them like what's right and wrong.
Right.
So they crashing out heavy.
So, crashing out heavy. It's crazy.
Out heavy, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, some of them don't really want to listen either. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put it to you like this: if they had a person like that dude,
right,
they would have listened. VAR never like screamed at you or none of that. He'll just speak real stuff to you,
right,
and you gonna rock with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he telling you real shit.
He broke it down to you where you can
he telling you real
understand.
rap at the end of the day. Like, so a lot of us and some of the players that was around us was into the streets heavy.
Right.
But when VAR came around and VAR talked, everybody put that street shit to the side and we went and played ball at the end of the day.
Shout out to VAR, man.
Yeah, VAR, he is a real bull.
We need a lot of that out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good segment on self-love. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he's a good bull.
Yeah, we need that.
I love you, VAR.
Trust me, he gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Ant, man, thanks for blessing this segment. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get you. Definitely gonna get you back, cuz.